always had another good adventure since then and give me a little competition. Who needs it? I get him out of the way. Thinking. I'm thinking all the time. He just can't stop me from thinking. I should be known as the thinking man's adventurer. I've got the strategy, I've got the experience, and all I need is your vote tonight to win that trophy for the adventurer of the year. Well, look who's back from the safari. Good to see you. Well, good evening. Nice to see all of you here. Gentlemen, how was that trip over the Andes? Successful. Now, how did you finally decide to travel? By boat over the Andes Mountain. That explains why you've been gone for 3 years. That's a hell of a port. You like to feel like a winner, don't you? You know how you feel like a winner? You vote for the winning team. Then when they win, you'll feel like you were part of the process. Now, I'm going to win tonight, so if you vote for me, you'll be part of the victory celebration. And I've made it easy for you, too. If you had to decide between 5 or 6 people trying to win that trophy, you'd have to say, well, who's better at this? Who's better? One person entered in the contest. How hard can it be to decide who to vote for? Otis T. Wren for Adventurer of the Year. I'm the person you would vote for. Well done. Nice to see a man of vision there. You haven't seen Hathaway Brown, have you? I sent him out of town on a fool's errand. With Hathaway, that could take his whole life. Hathaway won the last few years in a row. It's someone else's turn. That someone is me, Professor Otis T. Wren. Thank you very much. You're going to vote for me, aren't you? A man of intelligence right here. Look at the wisdom in those eyes. He knows who to vote for. Follow his example. That's the what. Listen, when you get finished taking those readings with the Geiger counter, let me know. I don't want this to be a dangerous event for anybody here. The intelligence in this room is palpable. You can tell these are people with brains. These are people with sense of spirit, of adventure, who know who deserve that trophy. He's kind of tall and a cream colored. You know who I mean. Otis Wren is the name. Professor Otis T. Wren for Adventurer of the Year. Organist, Fingers. For those of you that don't know him, Fingers is a friendly musical spirit who cheerfully resides inside the club organ, which itself used to be in the organ loft. Another story, and it wasn't my fault. My name is Professor Otis T. Wren, ichthyologist extraordinaire. And tonight, our club's highest achievement, the Balderdash Cup, will be awarded to the Adventurer of the Year! Look at the smartest ones in the room. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with club tradition, I must ask you to please rise. Stand up. March in place and join with me in the singing of the official Adventurers Club all-purpose theme song, Fingers! March! Sing! Marching along, we're adventurers, singing the song of adventurers. Up or down, north of east or west, and adventurers like to fast. And adventurers like his And now, ladies and gentlemen, the precepts by which this august competition will be decided. To wit, the rules. Rule number 1. Each permanent, qualified, card-carrying member of the Adventurers Club may tell or actually demonstrate one true-to-life adventure. Rule number 2. Upon the completion of all the stories, you, our esteemed and intelligent guests, will decide through your applause just who will be awarded the Balderdash Cup.
Excuse me. Hi. Hi, my name is Emma Bleehall. And I'm an adventurer from Sandusky, Ohio. and I came here to compete for the Balderdash Cup.
That's impossible.
Why?
Why? Why?
Why?
Well, because have you filled out the official entry form?
No, sir, I haven't.
Oh, well, you'll just have to speak with Fletcher Hodges.
Uh-huh.
You might catch him before he leaves for Mongolia.
Okay.
Oh, there's a yak leaving any minute.
All right,
there
okay.
he goes.
All right.
Oh, hurry up.
Bye. Okay,
As I was saying, rule number 3. All members must be in the library in order to compete. That said, let the balderdash begin. All eligible competing members, front and center on stage. Coming through, here we go, make way. What? Am I the only member competing tonight? No other eligible members? No Suffer Bestwick? No Chilton Thompson? No Hathaway Brown? And it looks like I alone.
This is Hathaway Brown. I'm coming in for a landing.
Oh, no!
Oh, yes, Professor.
No.
I've got to crash land to this buggy. Get those paddle boats out of the way.
No.
Like one of us, here I come.
No! Mr. Brown is in the lake and will not be joining us. There.
Hello, Professor.
What? Oh, you're too late, Brown. The meeting has already started, and I'm the winner.
Ah, you're forgetting rule number 4, Professor. Each member of the Adventurers Club shall be eligible for the Balderdash Cup competition, provided he or she arrives before midnight of the contest. Thanks. Gotta drop in.
All right, Brown, all right. But I get to go first.
Fire when ready, Professor.
Oh, my God! There was a plane crash outside! Come on, let's go!
Stop! 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 Put the man back!
She wants me to take it.
No! Turns out I may need the boat. We know about the plane crash. The pilot lived.
Oh, I couldn't find Fletcher Hodges.
You could
Look for him.
try Sutter Bestwick.
Thanks.
I was on an ichthyological expedition in the Bering Strait. My crew and I seeking to capture the rare black Machaira marlina.
The what, Professor?
Big black fish to you. I had just cast my line when I felt a mighty jerk. I thought of you. And all of a sudden, a huge white edifice of ichthyological flesh erupted from the water.
In English, Professor.
I had a fish on the line and he was not happy.
Oh, another story about the big one that got away already?
That was only the beginning. Yes, for you see, a squall had been built.
A squall?
More like a storm.
Oh, a storm?
Really, it was a gale.
What a hurricane.
It was bigger than a hurricane, Brown. It was a deluge equal to the Great Flood.
Get your feet wet, Professor!
That my entire crew was swept overboard as a bolt of lightning split the mast. The rigging came crashing to the deck. The ship hurried out of control, and it sank to the bottom like a rock.
Excuse me. I couldn't find Sputter Bestwick.
Then try Chilton Thompson!
Listerine plus the church, the chocolate.
I clutched my pole. I held on for dear life as the shark dragged me off the sinking ship and carried me over the waves. Ha ha ha!
Come now, Professor. Many's the time I'd water skied in the wake of a great white.
But that was only the beginning. Yes. See, I was dragged for 12 days behind the beast, through tropic zones, through temperate zones, through no parking zones. The shark nibbling on whales and small tankers along the way. Nibble, 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 nibble. Finally, the great beast grew exhausted, and he left me stranded, on the island of Manhattan. And that is how I became the first man to ever circumnavigate the globe without a boat. Wow.
What happened to the shark?
He became a lawyer.
Sounds like Shangri-La to me, Professor. Now, let me tell you a tale of real adventure.
I couldn't find chitlin sock thumb. Then you can't do it.
Say there, little adventurer. Do you have a tale you can prove?
Yes, sir, I do.
Then let your tale be told.
All right, I was at the corduroy
After
convention
me.
in Akron. I thought about
I was flying relief supplies to the victims of a cataclysmic earthquake on the island of Krakatoa. I wasn't just sport fishing for the fun of it, Professor.
Sport fishing.
Baby, do you think? Here's your little friend tumbling down the stairs and wants to play. I'll be with you. He's your teddy bear. We'll play hide and seek. Teddy hides now. Don't you be quiet, dear. Look, he won't be there. Where is Teddy Bear? Teddy Bear, can we
As I was saying, I was winging my way over the dark, uncharted waters of the South Pacific with nothing but a pair of cheese sandwiches.
What kind of cheese?
American, of course. Yay! Without warning, the engine coughed, sputtered, and died. Damn! Jim, my trustworthy mechanic, had failed to fill the tank. No! Didn't blame Jim. He's a good mechanic. Just dumb as a hedge. I wondered. There I was, hurtling toward her. Wild temperature whirling around like a Viennese waltz. When, out of the corner of my eye, meet again. I spotted a tiny volcanic island with a crater lake.
And easy landing.
I slipped the gypsy moth down into the crater and gently set her down on boiling hot lava. Big ass. What I thought was a gentle pond turned out to be a cauldron of boiling death. Time for a cheese sandwich. Grilled. I watched my beloved gypsy moth disintegrate in the lava's heat. I wasn't afraid to die. No. I was merely saddened that the relief supplies might not reach Krakatoa in time.
Did you walk across the lava, St. Hathaway?
Hardly, Professor. I remembered that the tail of the moth was made of a high-grade titanium. I clutched the medical supplies, tore the tail rudder off, and I used it as a surfboard to ride the lava. Then suddenly, the entire floor of the crater collapsed, and I found myself being sucked into a vast sea inside an immense cavern. There, at the far end of its vaulted world, stood an island, gleaming with lights. This was Atlantis, the lost continent.
What happened to the medical supplies, Brown?
I mailed them.
You're lying. You have no proof.
No proof.
No proof.
No proof.
No proof.
No problem.
No problem. No problem.
Here you are, Professor. No proof.
A pack of matches from the Atlantis Bar and Grill. That's the truth.
Yes, and while I was in the bar, I also happened to run into Amelia Earhart and Will Rogers. They autographed this bar napkin for me. Oh! And Isadora Duncan gave me the scarf.
Well, of all ridiculous stories.
When's it my turn?
And what exactly have your adventurous exploits concerned?
Pigeons?
Pigeons?
Now, wait a minute. The training of pigeons can be an adventure unmatched for excitement unvarnished drama.
I'm sorry, but who would be interested in a story about pigeons? My, how quickly they turn. Fine! Be their guest.
And let it be on your heads.
Mind if it's snow? Give me an embarrassing stain on the back of my truck.
Come on in, boys! Hey, you crazy niggas! I love you all, 500 of you! All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our opening number, a tribute to the Buckeye State! Thank you! Fingers, the Ohio State anthem, if you please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my pigeons will form the official seal of the great state of Ohio right here on the roof of the building! Christian, stop the yard! Thank you! Thank you! Now, they're changing costumes. They love to dress up. They wear little helmets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my pigeons would like to perform for you our cat dance interpretation of Me and My Shadow. Okay, hit it, fingers. Aren't they something? How can you not love a talented pigeon, huh? Don't hit me. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, any of you are asking yourselves what could be more entertaining than training 501-pound pigeons? No! You would think nothing, but in fact, how about one 500-pound pigeon? Hey, Rodan! Front and center! Okay, big fella. This is your big chance. Whatever you do, don't tense up. How many is 2 plus 2? Yes. Think, Rodan. That's the adventure of the pigeon corps. Oh, can we proceed to the voting portion?
Yes,
program, can we vote?
Let's get to this. Ladies and gentlemen, intelligent guests, how many people here believe the pack of lies as told by Hathaway Brown?
Thank you, ladies.
These guys clap for you, too.
And how many people, on the other hand, choose to endorse Professor Wren's questionable kettle of fish?
An overwhelming victory!
I don't think
yes. And finally...
I want a big hand for the pigeons. What do you say? He's gonna hit me.
Have to wait in line. Abel B. Hall.
No, that's a Blee Hall. Chuck Land. Sir.
Abel Lee Hall. It is with the utmost respect that we present you with the coveted Balderdash Cup.
Signifying your selection as the Adventurer of the Year.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to personally thank each and every one of you who voted for me. And I remind you to always keep in mind the Adventurers Club motto. Some days you eat the bear, and some days the bear eats you. But always dress for the hunt. Thank you. Good night.